What's up, guys? So I put my PC together last week, and I recently came home. I just left my university for holidays, and I just came home, and basically this was in the car, and obviously once in the car it will rattle a little because of the speed we're driving on the motorway. Right, so when I got home I started the PC up. This is a H115i CPU cooler made by Corsair, if you can see right there. Right, so the problem was I can hear noise coming out from this mounting point, and I don't know why the sound was coming. I never had this before. When I first built the PC, which was on Wednesday, it never made that sound. I just got home last night, stuck it together, made so much noise. This white bright Corsair LED light up here was bright red after a good 2 minutes of running up the PC. I'm just playing GTA on my PC since I bought it, just really got this charisma about GTA. So after running it for a while, it just goes red, and the CPU, if I literally touched that and when it was red, if I touched it, it would be really hot. So what I did was I took it apart. I thought the thermal paste had probably gone for some odd reason. I wiped this thermal paste off, I put new thermal paste on, put it back together. It still didn't work. Then I had a little research online, and I found two things. One thing is, someone told me if you can take this out and put it vertically and not horizontally, it would help. And another issue was, if you can see this mounting piece right here, right at the back of the CPU, it was like coming out right here when it's supposed to be further in. That's another thing I found when I had the screws bolted onto the other side of the motherboard. Now what I did was unplug that, and since you can adjust these, if you can see right there, let me just put some light on actually for you guys. Anyway, if you can see, there's like a little, on the corners of this mounting bracket, there'll be like little adjustment pins. So what you gotta do is you put this in place and you push them outwards, and once it's in place and you push them outward, there'll be a little bit of restraint on this back bracket right onto the motherboard. That way it won't move much. Then when you come back on this side, you gotta make sure these pins, well, these screws, not these bolts that you can see here, just behind there, there's like a little screw that you gotta screw in through the motherboard to the bracket at the back so it attaches. Just make sure that's on tight, and then make sure these are on tight as well for the CPU mount. And if that doesn't help, and an easier solution would be is just to literally pick your PC up, jiggle it about a little, leave it and let it settle for a good maybe 4 or 5 hours, and then start it. And another thing I would recommend, if you do have a PC with a water cooling system, which is a, well, it's not water cooling, it's a hydro cooling system. If you do have one of these, I would recommend that if you move the PC by any means and it's being shaken or whatever, if it's had any movement, I would recommend leaving the PC somewhere for at least a good 6 hours, or just leave it throughout the whole day and don't use it till the next morning. That's the best thing I would say for you guys. Plus, if you have already started it, don't worry, grab it, shake it, or if you want, just take this piece off, shake it a little, and then mount it back on to the actual PC, and then leave it for a good 6-7 hours, let it settle, and then restart your PC and it should work fine. Other than that, guys, I can't really help, but that's the best I could figure out today, because this took me a good 10 hours to figure out right now, because now, if you can see right here, we're getting some good CPU temperatures. Really nice. It's on idle mode at the moment, I think. I'm not too sure. I just ran GTA just to check if it would overheat quickly, because when I ran GTA before, it literally overheated in a minute, or possibly 40 seconds. Now looking at it, playing GTA, it's still running, there's no red light, temperatures are down, it's all fine. Alright guys, thank you. See if you can fix your PC now.